Today is Wellness Wednesday, and we wanted to come to share some wellness tips on how you can survive and thrive during this epidemic pandemic.
Yeah, man.
Today's topic is co-living during COVID, right? Or what we call COVID living, because there's a lot of, violations of personal space right now.
Oh
There
my
was a time
God.
when your personal space used to be private, but now your private space is public. You
Ain't
know,
that? Ain't
say
that
it again.
something? See how the tables turn?
At the tables, the
That's
turn.
crazy.
Yeah, man, the
That's
private
crazy.
space used to be once I come into my house, this is my personal space. But now my home private space is like up for grabs, and people are here and everybody's moving. And so I thought it would be good for Wellness Wednesdays for us to just share some COVID living commandments. COVID living commandments. What? Yes. So let's just talk about some of the challenges of
Oh my
co-living
God.
during COVID.
Where do we start? Okay. I got one. Okay, so you're on your work Zoom call, visual, and they're knocking, they're coming in, they're like just busting in, no kind of, and you make the announcement before you get ready to start your situation. Look, this is what it is.
Right. So wait, Trey, there's a door right to your left. Does that mean like we could be on live right now? Somebody just could bust in?
Yeah. So warning. So what's the other biggie song? Warning.
Oh my God, we're gonna have to make a COVID living playlist so that it can accommodate our Wellness Wednesdays. All right, so I got one. So look, the other day, right? I wanted a cookie. I mean, I've been juicing, Queen. You know me. I've been a black seed oil, my elderberry. I'm getting up, I'm stretching, I'm doing my meditation. I've been doing it, but I'm allowed to like have a little fun, right? So I went to get a cookie. My comrade says, "You can't be eating that. I'ma tell." I'm like, "Who you gonna tell?" My word. She picked up her phone and was like, "I'm gonna put you on live if you eat that cookie." I was like, "Stop it." So now we use the lives as a threat, and I was in my pajamas, like I'm chilling, you know what I'm saying? So I think one of the violations too is like, I don't want to be on your live, and I don't put me on blast on live like I'm in my house, So that would be one. You got another one?
I got another one. Okay. Working from home, because I'm working from home. Random calls. I'm on my way. What? I'm on my way with the kids. I'm like, no, like, it's 1 p.m. Like, I'm still at work. Like, they think this.
But I thought it was shelter in place. They can't keep the kids at home?
No, I'm on my way.
Yo, that's crazy. Wait, to drop the kids off to you?
No, not to drop off, just to, a quick little, mask and everything in place, but just like, a little like batting of the eyes with some kind of connection.
Yeah. Yeah, no. Sister gotta work. Okay, so I got one. So what about so one time I'm in the house, again, unless I'm at work, right? I'm trying to be comfortable and wear like pajamas or sweats or whatever, right? So I'm in the house and somebody's on FaceTime with their friends and family, and because I know them, they're like, "Oh yeah, say hi to Kheperah," and I'm like, no, I don't want to be on your FaceTime. I don't want to talk to nobody. You know what that feels like? That feels like when you in your house, in your room, and somebody else has company and they burst in your door with their company. Like, I don't want to be seen. So just because you're on FaceTime, even if I know the people, there's an etiquette to asking me if I would like to even be in the FaceTime. And then our people, it's like, "Oh, why you acting like that?"
Why you acting funny style?
Yeah, you acting stank, but I really don't want to be seen. So that was one for me.
Wait, I can't think of.
I got one. I got another one.
You gotta go.
Okay, wait. So on a work call, when you're on a work call or a business call, don't be blowing the other person up. You know what I'm saying? Like if you on a business call and then somebody's yelling out, yo, these your socks in the sink, you know? I mean, that didn't happen to me, but I'm just saying, I was on a work call and I was cooking, real talk. I did not want the person to know I was cooking. I was still handling my business. You know, they didn't need to know that at the time I was making breakfast. Person calls out, oh, yo, can I get some of that? And can you add da-da-da-da-da? And I'm like,
Right.
Like,
I'm in professional mode.
Trying to be in professional mode, you know?
Wait, I think I got another one. Oh, let me knock it. I just gotta tell you something right quick. Let me tell you something real quick. Like it'll only take a second. Like no kind of just busting in. I need help with my homework. Like no, act like act like I'm not here.
Like I'm not here. Act like I'm not here. Yes.
Wait. What was the movie? The 5 Heartbeats. My business hours, you remember that scene with Big Red? 9 to 5. Thank you.
Yes. Or another one where, like, let's say you're working from home, you know, and again, gratitude for those of us who can keep a job and even
definitely
work from remote, because a lot of people are suffering. So we just trying to make light. We're not trying to make fun, you know, but we got to kind of find our way through it. And we need
definitely
rules of engagement. Just want to create some context. But if you're working, especially if you have children who work, do not ask them to take you to the store or run an errand, because they're working, you know? And so because family is in the home space and you on the computer and they may not get it that you're actually working, because their lifestyle may not, you know, comprehend that you're just not on the computer all day doing nothing. Like you can't interrupt people and ask them to do favors or run errands unless it's something, you know, urgent. You got to really respect that 9 to 5 space or that work time space, you know?
Right, definitely.
Yeah.
And definitely gratitude, for real. Yeah, gratitude.
I got
and
one
shout
more.
out to all the essential workers.
Oh, come on. I mean, I can't even imagine having to serve 24/7, even though to some degree we do that as therapeutic service workers, you know, working in our community.
Yeah, because we're essential workers-ish.
Yes, it's been a 24-hour grind because we were helping people to heal from the impact of trauma from gun violence, and now we're working to support people, one, in sustaining their immune system, but also to heal from the trauma of loss of the coronavirus. You know, a lot of people have left to return to be an ancestor, and so you know, we were just trying to, you know, just introduce COVID living commandments.
Yes.
You have to have a new level of etiquette, you know? If you're on your cell phone or you're on Instagram and you watching something that you think is hilarious or you think is entertaining or you like it because it's ratchet, please don't burst into the room with your phone on speaker with whatever content, because like, I may not want to hear it. And I could be either in my zone or I could be on the phone trying to have a private conversation. And in some spaces, people don't even have doors. Like a lot of people are living in spaces where there's not a lot of separate rooms. So just be mindful. If you have headphones, put them on. If it's something that has sound and you don't have headphones, go in a closet. Or when I was little, we used to go in a closet to make the phone call.
You can get some good meditation in the closet.
Yeah. So, you know, or ear hustling when I'm on the phone and then jumping in my conversation because you're right there, but technically I'm not here and I'm talking about something, you know. So it's deep because we're really redefining personal space.
Yes.
And it makes me think about the times when we've done trainings and we've shared with people your personal space. Like, you know, when we say, put your hands out.
Yes.
Where, you know, this space right here, this is the space that you're born with, right? This is it. And so this is your personal space. And how do you protect that space and keep it sacred during these times when there's so many violations.
Right.
We can't always control what's around us, but we are making suggestions to just be mindful, like don't be trying to blow people up on live. Don't throw them in your FaceTimes.
Right.
Respect when somebody's working, especially if they're the one bringing in some bread in the house, when things are scarce. If they're working, don't barge in. And don't ask them to run errands and do personal things. And don't blow people up and try to embarrass them with personal stuff when they're dealing with work. Like, when we were younger, we used to tease each other. That was cute. But now when the workspace is at home, we gotta make sure that we respect the boundaries, right?
Right. And most of all, knock first.
Say it again.
And most of all, knock first and wait for a response.
And wait for a response.
Knock first, like your parents used to say excuse me and wait till I respond. Knock first and wait for a response.
But Queen, that's so true. On the other hand, the beauty of this is we are going back to the old school. We're returning back to like real good old fashioned manners, like with really exercise, self-discipline, and etiquette. So that is kind of beautiful. So today we just want to give a couple of tips on how to, one, deal with the stress of that, because a lot of people are in tight spaces where some family members just really don't care and they're going to blast their music, or they're going to barge in just because they're in their own space or they're mad about whatever's going on in their life. And so they want to be disruptors. People are restless. They can't go outside. And so that fight or flight mechanism is on tilt. So people just want to pop off for no reason,
right.
Arguing and whatnot. So, we like to give three categories of tips on, how to survive in this COVID living space. And align, alkaline, mind. Say it with me. Align, alkaline, remind. One more time.
Align, alkaline, remind.
My turn. Align, alkaline, remind. One more again.
Align, alkaline, remind. What you said.
Yes.
Word.
So, our formula, our framework is to first get in alignment, do something alkaline, and then get a good word, remind. So we're going to give you 3 tips in the way of how to get in alignment, how to stay alkaline to calm the nerves and prevent, the stress of being in spaces where people are violating your personal space, and a good word to remind you of who you are so that you can navigate successfully. So the first is the alignment, right? Just remembering that this is your personal space. Technically, this is what we were born with, right, Trey? This is what we got.
Yeah.
And so there are ways to actually get centered using like breathing or meditative techniques so that no matter what's going on around you, you can actually tune everybody out. So Queen, I'm gonna pass it to you. Just a quick 1 minute, would you offer like a centering exercise that will allow people, when a whole lot of stuff is going on, it's not quiet, the lights is blaring, the TV's on in the next room, baby's crying. How do you get centered and tune all of that out?
What I do, and I've even done it when on the subway, is I just visualize myself, and this might sound crazy, I visualize myself on the beach at the ocean.
That's a good one. Let me do that.
Yeah, I visualize it. Like visualization is so powerful. I also find when I take a deep, deep breath in, that is so calming. And it seems like when I personally, based on my own experience, when I take a deep breath in and just hold it for a few seconds and release, it seems like, it's almost like, how you get that power nap?
Yes.
It's almost like a quick, even though it's just literally seconds, that deep breath that you hold and then release, I mean, it's the reset button. It definitely is a reset. It's a reset.
What's powerful about that is scientifically, when you hold your breath, you actually slow down your heartbeat, which lowers your blood pressure. So scientifically, you're doing something intuitive that also has scientific merit. So taking a deep breath and holding it for a few seconds. Let's just do that real quick. Take me through it one time. Just take me through it. Quick breathing with a count, holding with a count, release with a count.
Okay, so we're gonna breathe in for what, 4? Breathe in for 4 and release for, I like the number 5. 1, 2, 3, begin. And release. And release.
Okay. So wait, I wanted you to do the count so that people who are watching, right? So we want to breathe in, 2, 3, 4. We want to hold it for 2, 3, and then we want to breathe out. So let's do that one more time.
Okay. Ready, set, go. Breathe in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it. Hold it. Keep holding it. And release for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do that again.
Okay, I like that. That felt good. All right.
Yeah, let's do that again.
And what kind of posture, Queen, do I need to have? Like, should I be like this? And
No. You gotta sit up straight.
All right.
Put your hands on your lap. Just make your hands just comfortable.
Okay.
Right? Shoulders back, not too much. Just center yourself. And just breathe in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it. Hold that cool air in. Hold that cool air in. And release for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just empty, empty, empty. Empty it out. Empty out the air. And just come back into the space. And that's your reset.
Whoa, that was dope. That really felt so good. And you know what else I like about that? The reason why I like the count is because you can keep increasing the count. So the more stressed you are, you could do like a 10, 7, 15. You know what I mean? Just keep increasing the numbers until you get to a point where you feel it. But if you really are in tune with yourself, if you really are intentional about relaxing and you're focusing on the breath, you actually forget what's around you. You know? Definitely. Yeah. Definitely. So I like that.
I've done that at clubs back in the day.
Right.
Sometimes, you can want to pop off, and I'm telling you, that breath is really a reset button.
Hey, hold on. You was popping off in the clubs, Tracy Queen? Not you.
Long time.
Popping off in the clubs, though I've not done that. I can't say I have, but this is a great segue into putting on some gloves, right? So we did an alignment, breath work and getting centered allows you to just kind of tune everything out. But also it's important to keep the body alkaline. I'm putting on gloves because I'm about to make a drink. And I just like using gloves in the kitchen. It keeps everything clean and kosher and, nobody's complaining.
And your nails. It keeps your nails on point.
And it keeps my nails fresh. So since So we talk about being alkaline because you want to be more alkaline than acidic during this time. So Queen, can you talk a little bit about what it means to be alkaline and how that relates to being calm as I prepare for you?
So when the body is alkaline, let's start with when the body is acidic, it just releases a lot of poison through your bloodstream, right? When the body's acidic. So it's important to eat more alkaline foods because the alkaline foods are the friendly foods for your cells. You want your cells to be good.
Yes.
The cells have to be fortified. And the way the cells are fortified is with more alkaline foods.
Yes. So that's why our people are more impacted right now by coronavirus because our cells, because of the diet, anytime you're eating, you can't live on a diet, but the diet of fried foods, foods that don't have any life, foods that don't have any water, keeps the cells acidic. So then when a virus comes and the immune system is compromised, all of the acidic cells kind of pop off inside of you and can overtake you with illness. So today, what I did was I cut a pineapple. I'll show you. This one's not right, but this is a pineapple. And this is a cut pineapple, right? And I have washed all my fruit just so everyone knows whatever I'm touching now is all sanitized. Even when I go to the market now, something like this, I rinse it, you know, in some apple cider vinegar and water before I even sit it on the counter, just so that I don't forget when I come back in the house. But anyway, so I've got my pineapple, but I'll rinse my hands again because there's a little dust from the pineapple. Okay. You know, keeping it, you know, as sanitary as possible.
Yeah, definitely.
Showing good kitchen hygiene habits. So I peeled the pineapple, you know, I cut the crown off, and then I literally cut around the sides. And so now I'm gonna just take my knife and cut down the middle, and I'm only cutting enough, you know, enough chunks to get it into the juicer. I don't really need to cut this up like I'm serving it to people. So pretty much.
Right, stalk and everything.
Oh yeah. Even some of the eyes, like nothing goes to waste. We don't play around,
like because the meat industry.
Hey,
nothing goes to waste.
Can we say baloney, boys and girls? Let's not make enemies on this.
Right.
It's all good. We're here to make friends, right? But so I cut up the pineapple into like what would be, you know, these types of chunks. I'm gonna put that to the side. As a matter of fact, let me just put this in my bowl so it can be out of the way, and then we can get to juicing. So while I'm doing this, the reason why I'm using pineapple, let me rewind, is because I'm going to juice an aloe. So if y'all have been following me on Instagram, we've been doing the Eat Aloe Vera Challenge. It was actually inspired by you, my sacred sister Tracy, Queene, and our beloved spiritual brother Supernova Slom. Shout out to him. Y'all two are the only two people I have ever seen eat aloe vera raw. Like it was the most delicious thing you ever had. And I was like, yo, that looks like it tastes good. And then when I bit into it, I was like, whoa. But when I learned about the nutritional properties of aloe, I was like, yo, I'm here for it. And so it became, you know, psychological, the same way that people can take a shot of alcohol. And at first it's like bitter, but you keep doing it because you know it's going to make your body feel pleasure. So I you know, just psyched myself out and recognized that this is going to make my body feel good and be good. So I just started eating aloe. So the reason why I'm suggesting we're going to juice aloe today, because aloe vera not only reduces inflammation, you know, when you get a headache, a migraine, that's inflammation, you know, right here. It reduces inflammation. It lowers blood pressure as a result. But it also has a lot of vitamin C. And so we know that the vitamin C not only is good for the immune system, but we also know that the vitamin C also activates something called serotonin.
That's that feel-good hormone.
That's the feel-good hormone.
That's the feel-good hormone.
And so you want to feel good. So now people say, well, Kheperah, we don't get some aloe. Yo, check it out. I heard Western beef has a whole lot of aloe because people going in there buying up meats for the freezer, but nobody's buying the aloe. So you can actually find aloe in any of the produce stands, you know, along the street. You can find it in any grocery store, whether you shop at Acme, Ralph's, I don't know what the, you know, whatever. But basically in most stores, Whole Foods, you can find pure aloe vera leaf. So what I did was I just cut off the rind part, you know, that's white, but I'm not going to waste it. I'm going to take the gel later and make myself some hair gel, and we can talk about that another day. But I just cut it up so I can get it in the juicer. But most importantly, I do cut off the thorns because I don't want to scratch my throat. And even though you put it in the juicer, sometimes the thorns, you know, just like pulp, can still be in the juice. So we don't want to hurt ourselves. So I just basically cut it. Can you see what I'm doing, Queene?
Yeah. Keep going.
Is there anything you want to add also about aloe vera while we're here and I'm cutting this up?
Well, like you said, for your hair, I also use it as a face mask. Yes. I use the gel because it really tightens your skin.
Yes. I won't say your age, Queen, but your skin, man. You know, when my son first saw you, he thought you had Botox. He was like, does Tracy Queen have Botox? I was like, first of all, I was like, what you know about Botox? Right? Hold on, just put this in the garbage. But secondly, your skin is gorgeous. Like, you know, to be in the space that we're in this journey of life, and it's not all wrinkly and looking crazy. You know, aloe vera is definitely a natural collagen that really keeps the skin nice and firm, but also it protects the immune system. And so not only will it help you calm your nerves, it would also build your immune system to make you less susceptible to the impact of coronavirus. We
right, the vitamin C, the A, the K's.
Okay, magnesium, potassium. Yes. The only thing I'm cutting off is I was trying to get the label off and it got all sticky, so I just had to cut that part of the skin. All right, so I got my aloe, and the reason why I added the pineapple is just to make it taste a little better, you know? But also, pineapples have a lot of vitamin C. So again,
the feel good.
Talking about our friend serotonin. Like, what's your name? Serotonin. So, you know, serotonin make you feel good, right? So the pineapple, a little more flavor. Also, pineapple is good for the immune system and reduces mucus congestion. So adding some pineapple. And
my happy fruit. I call pineapple, whenever I eat pineapple, I feel happy. It's my happy fruit.
Okay, yes. I like that. Yes. Pineapple is a happy fruit. Okay.
Yeah, it's my happy fruit.
And then I got some cucumbers. These are organic. Look at this dark green skin. Yo, I remember when me and you, we used to talk about guys, right? And we would always talk about that beautiful, rich, dark chocolate melanated skin, right? The blacker the berry, well, the darker the green. Woo! The more healing power, the more healing property. And so I juice the cucumber with the skin because the skin has a lot of nutrients, a lot of chlorophyll, which is like the melanin in our skin. This is like the blood of the plant. But cucumbers also calm you down. Tell us about that.
They're very cooling. For the ladies that's going through, you might be premenopausal. The cucumber juice also is very, very cooling. It's very cooling.
Is that where they get the term cool as a cucumber?
There you go. Yes. Yes.
You know, it's deep how we've learned a lot of these things. Don't judge me. I don't have a lemon peeler, but this is just as good. So I'm also adding lemon because why? As beloved Captain Richard would say, every time
more vitamin C.
More vitamin C, which means our homegirl who? Serotonin.
Where's she at?
Where's she at? Also, if you notice, I'm leaving the white part on, and the white part is called the pith.
Yes.
Right? Not to be confused with piff with an F. It's pith. But Queen, talk about the pith.
It has bioflavonoids. That has all the white part has all the vitamins. Not all the vitamins, but most of the vitamins, and it also makes your juice creamier.
Yes. So this is a lemon. This is also an organic lemon, but I left the pith on where a lot of people try to cut it where you see this part. If you peel it and it looks like this, you peeled off too much. You should peel it and look like this. So
you have to have the white part on in order to get the full benefit of the lemon. You have to have the white part on there.
I gotta get my wine glass.
So okay, make it cute. Make it cute.
Okay, rinse every time. I touch the dishwasher. I know people are watching me like, so I touched something. Okay, so I got my juicer here. Fill it out.
Woo-hoo.
So this is not a Bentley. I would say this is like a nice caddy. This is an Escalade, right? This is a Breville. This is a stainless steel. So this is an Escalade. I would say the Bentley is that eager that gets that. It's like it masticates.
Yes.
It like churns the greens and oh man, we got to do a session on that. But anyway, I got my cucumbers, I have my aloe, I have my pineapple, and I have my lemon. I got a bucket of serotonin. So really quick, I'm going to turn on a little, wiping my hands, turning on a little COVID living commandments music as I quickly make this.
Come on, let's do it.
Okay. Plus, you know, I think people need to know we definitely plug in Biggie today because we from Brooklyn, and you know Brooklyn is always in the house. So this is my hold on. This is my juice making music. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ah, shucks. Woo! And the pineapple. I mean the.
Yummy.
Splattered a little bit. All right, so it's splattered a little bit, but you know what you're gonna do, all right? And so I'll clean it up later, but I just wanna get right to it. Usually I'll pour this, I'll transfer it into like a jug so that I can save it for later.
Now, do you like the foam, or are you gonna separate it? How do you like your drinks?
How do you like your juice? I don't know what song is that?
We're dating ourselves.
How do you like it?
How do you like it?
Anyway, you know what, Queen? Sometimes I'm not really a big fan of the foam, but I find that when I just pour it through, I let whatever comes now. It's creamy because I got the aloe in it. You know what I mean? And so the aloe has that and the pith from my lemons.
Well,
but I just want to
pour some for the people who's not here. Pour some more.
Oh, I was gonna say I'm not pouring this out. So this is for all of the people that we've lost. These are for all the people who are still with us, who are struggling with their health. This is for all of the people who are in personal spaces that have become public, that have lost their privacy. This is for people who are stressed and grieving. I want you to know that you are here for a reason. You are still here because you are here to do something. And the thing to do is to be still. You are still here to be still, so you can hear. Come on now, let me not get all poetic. But here's to wellness. Next time, Queen, we got to make a juice together so we can toast each other virtually. But let me take a sip of this and see what it feels like. Oh, I wish you was here right now.
I got mine is already on reserve. You already know that.
Yo, I don't mean to brag. I don't mean to boast. But this right here, it's doing the most.
Serotonin.
Serotonin is my friend. And so what happens is you taste a little bit of the bite of the aloe. However, because the pineapple's in there, the cucumber gives it like a refreshing, like spa-like flavor. I don't even really taste the lemon, but I taste the pineapple, but the pineapple is like chasing the aloe. So the aloe's leading like, boom, what you want? And then the pineapple comes like it's cool. And then the cucumber like helps it go down. But it actually feels good. Like I feel it going into my body. Like I feel it, you know? And so there's another thing you can do visually. You can actually, like when you take, I don't mean to show off, but oh, this is so good. And when you make your drinks, put them in a wine glass or put them in a special glass and really treat that like a special moment. The same way you do that with a fine wine or a fine brandy. Put it in a proper glass because this is life in a glass and that's what we need right now. And so when you take that sip, just imagine it going all through your lungs, all through your nervous system and just healing the body and bringing it light. Right? And just be in your own world. You know, there's been so many times you're on a subway, you're in your own world. So if you're in a crowded space, you can still be in your own zone. So that's the alkaline, right? When you alkalize the body, it's scientific. It's naturally going to calm you down and make you feel better. You do the breathing combined with the alkalinity, and you definitely will start to feel in balance, or what we call ma'at. And for those of you who don't know what ma'at is, if you look at Rihanna, she has the ma'at tattoo underneath her breast line. It is a symbol of a feminine image with wings that spread like this. That is an African symbol of ma'at. Ma'at means balance, reciprocity. You just want balance. You want a flow of reciprocity. Don't invade my space, right? Because you don't want me to do it to you. Because if I got right up on you, it would feel funny, right? This is my personal space. So, you go back off. That's a natural inclination. So you want to protect your space. Wu-Tang used to say, protect your neck. Now you got to protect your space. So we did the alignment, we did the alkaline, and now the reminding. You just want to give a good word. Your turn, my turn. I'll give the word today, you give the word the next time, but I would love for you to build on this, Queen. Eckhart Tolle, The Power of Now. I just came across this one word, and it says on page 90, if you happen to have the book, this book is all about being in right now, by the way. We don't have time to be afraid of what's about to happen. We don't have time to bring the grudges of the past into the moment. All we have is right now. Anxiety comes from fear of the future or regrets of the past or projecting things from the past into the moment. And all of those times take you away from the moment. So right now, people are living moment to moment. People have lost their jobs. So they're trying to figure it out moment to moment. And so the more you can stay in right now and just sit in whatever's happening and be present to right now, the more you will actually also be calm. Okay. If you anticipate somebody about to open the door and interrupt you, you're gonna be like, hurry up, Cap, because any minute somebody gonna open the door. And it hasn't happened, but you've taken the beautiful moment of now and started ucking it up with the projections of the future. So we don't want to do that. And in the power of now, what it says is, whatever you need to know about the unconscious past in you, the challenges of the present will bring it out. One more again. Whatever you need to know about the unconscious past in you, the challenges of the present will bring it out. So let's break that down, what does that mean? To me, how I see that is, your stuff is showing up in the present, and it's stuff that you need to deal with for yourself. So if there's something in your midst that's disturbing your peace, like people barging in, people trying to put you on blast, people ear hustling in your conversations, a whole lot of noise and nobody being quiet, if you literally just get present to it, just really be like, okay, you know what? Let me just first just surrender to this moment and be really present to what's happening right now. And let me just be still in that. And let me see what it is that I need to learn about myself in this moment. It could be that I need to learn patience and compassion. It could be that I need to be more aware of the suffering of the people around me, that they don't even lack fundamental consciousness. It may mean that I'm growing in this moment. A conflict that I'm having with a sibling or a significant other, if it's triggering me, that means there's some unresolved healing that I have within myself. And the people closest to us are the ones that can open that door and trigger us. So you can see that as it's happening for you and not to you. And so the more you need to heal, the more it's going to be revealed in your present. So like being quarantined or being sheltered in place with people, it was like musical chairs, right? All of a sudden when everything shut down, it was like, wait, who I'm with, where I'm at? And whoever you got stuck with, that's where your blessing is, because that's where the lesson is. Some people were isolated with themselves. Some people were with family members and children. Some people are taking care of elders. Wherever you were placed in this moment, there's a blessing for you if you get the lesson. And the only way to do that is to sit in it. You can't run from it. You can't escape. I mean, you can temporarily escape, but you can't run from it. If you sit in it, this is the chance to heal. The moment you just sit, surrender, be present, observe, and listen. The power of now. Those unconscious, subconscious agreements will be revealed, and you can really heal. And then all of a sudden, the next day, all of that stuff won't bother you. It's like totally when you go to another level within yourself, all of a sudden you can be around all of these things happening and it not phase you, you know? So that's what I got from it. What did you get, Queene?
Well, you know what? What I got from it is my true self is being revealed to me. During these times, it seems like throughout my movements, I'm constantly, I'm almost, the experiences I'm having and what I got from that is, and what I'm experiencing is I'm like outside of myself watching my movements. And I'm learning a lot more about myself. I'm learning a lot more about myself, different habits, different movements. So it's a beautiful experience at the end of the day. You got to get some good, out of it.
Yes. And you know what else, Queene? It's like, it's actually hard to face the truth about ourselves because some of the things we learn about ourselves we don't like. But we also learn that we were taught that or programmed to believe that we can't be with ourselves and we always have to have a medium to escape from. So this became a medium that everybody escapes from, and people stress going out and connecting with people because we use dinners and parties as a medium to connect with people. But a lot of times in this age of technology, we've been out together and everybody's on their phone. So we're not even connecting. Or you go to the movies and you're looking at a screen, you're not connecting. Or you go to a dinner and you're eating and looking at your phone and the person is sitting across from you. So really being in the now and being present and just really observing, like you said, and learning and seeing where your triggers are. Because if it's in you, if you're upset, that's your set T and lower forces coming up.
Definitely.
So yeah, man. So this was dope, man. We got to align, alkaline, remind. Your turn.
Align, alkaline, remind.
Throw it back. Align, alkaline, remind. Right back at you.
Align, alkaline, remind.
Why'd you make it so serious? So this was great, man. This was great. I pray that you all enjoyed our Wellness Wednesday. Again, our tips for COVID living during the coronavirus, like be mindful, be respectful of other people's space. Know that this is your personal space and everyone has it. Even if you just have a little space in the corner, let's respect each other's spaces. Let's be mindful that our private space has become somewhat public, but we still deserve to have our personal space. And here's to your wellness.
Cheers.
What you got, Queene? Oh, okay. Listen, water is just as good. Oh, and one other thing that I almost forgot. Can you see that? Lavender. Lavender essential oil is phenomenal. What did I do with one more thing? Lavender essential oil is amazing because what it does is it relaxes the nervous system. So if you have some lavender essential oil, you can take it, just put a couple of drops on your hand, rub it in, and breathe it in. And it literally, you feel it going up into your sinuses and it starts to just relax your nervous system. You can also take lavender and put a little bit on your pillow at night so that it helps you sleep, or you can put it in a diffuser. But let's say you don't have lavender, right? I just cut up those lemons, nothing gets wasted. Queene, what could I do with these lemon peels? And maybe even some orange peel.
In my oil burner, I add some water in my oil burner, or like the other day, I had some lavender in my oil burner and I also added the lemon peel because I wanted a little lavender lemon situation and I added it and it's a beautiful thing. It works. It really does. I also take the lemon and when I run a bath, I put the lemon in my bath. I even cut up oranges in the bath because you want to, sweeten yourself up.
Amazing. Thank you. And worst case scenario, take some lemons, take some orange, rub it on your hands, breathe it in and get the healing. So Tune in for next week, Wellness Wednesdays at 4:00 Eastern, where we share more tips on how you can maintain mind, body, soul wellness during this time. Thank you for your time. Peace.
Peace.